How much is your pen? How much are these chairs? How much money do you have in your pocket? How much water can you drink in a day? How many pens are there? How many students are in the class? Do you have problem with these questions? If yes, I'm here to help you. Hello, this is Apex and I'm Mustafa Muhammadi. Today I'll be teaching you two important WH words like how much and how many. But before, I have to teach you countable and uncountable nouns because they are element parts of these lessons. Do you know what are countable nouns? Countable nouns are nouns that we can count them by numbers. For example, we can say one chair, two chairs. Secondly, we can add is or is. For example, a book, books, a pen, pens. So countable nouns are nouns that we can count them by numbers. For example, one student, two students, three students, five students, etc. What about uncountable noun, guys? Uncountable nouns are nouns that we cannot count them by numbers. For example, milk, water, bean, oil, etc. We cannot say an oil or oils. We cannot say rices. We cannot say milks, etc. Uncountable nouns are nouns that we cannot count them, as I told you some examples like milk, water, sugar, etc. Now, what are how much and how many? How much asks question for uncountable nouns. For example, how much money do you have in your pocket? How much rice do you cook? How much water do you drink every day? How much milk does she drink every morning? We use how much plus uncountable noun. Look, how much water, how much milk, how much sugar, how much rice. We cannot make them plural and we cannot use our and before them. So, how much asks about uncountable noun. Now let's jump on how many. How many asks question for countable nouns. For example, how many notebooks do you have? How many chairs are in your class? How many students were absent yesterday? How many teachers are in office? In these sentences, we use countable nouns with how many. So how many can be used with countable nouns like how many chairs, how many books, how many pens, how many telephones, etc. Look guys, carefully here. If we ask question, how much water do you drink? The answer is, I drink a little water. But if you drink a lot, you can say, I drink a lot of water. Be careful that we cannot say, I drink a few water. Or I drink, for example, many water. Because we have some quantities that we cannot use with uncountable nouns. The quantities that generally we use with uncountable nouns are some, a little, a lot of, and much. For example, how much water do you drink every day? I drink some water. Some water. I drink a little water. I drink a lot of water. We cannot say I drink a few water. I drink many water. The sentences will be completely wrong. Another important issue about how much is we use how much for asking about price. For example, we say that how much is this pen? How much is that car? How much is this telephone? How much is this notebook? And if we ask about more than one nouns, we use how much are. For example, how much are the pens? How much are the books? Look, so for price, we can say that how much asks for a price. We have two combinations. Firstly, how much plus is. Secondly, how much plus are. If we use how much plus is, the noun should be singular. How much is this book? How much is that pen? How much is this notebook? How much is that chair? And if we use how much are, the noun should be plural. For example, how much are the chairs? how much are the books, how much are the notebooks, how much are the pencil cases, etc. And I told you that we use how many for countable nouns. Let me repeat the definition again. How many asks for countable nouns, but how much asks for uncountable nouns. So today's lesson was about two important WH words, especially how much and how many. I told you the definition. What is how much? Where can we use? We can use for price, we can use for uncountable nouns, and we have some quantities that we can use with how much, and I spoke about how many too. That's all about today's lesson. If you want to really know this lesson very well, please write and practice with you many times, because if you practice, it makes you better. Practice makes you perfect. Don't forget, for helping us and supporting us, please subscribe us and press the bell. Thanks for watching. That's all.